All aboard and welcome to our podcast, GoddeSShips. For those of you who are returning, thank you for your continued support and welcome back. And for those of you who are just joining us, welcome. It is time for some shirt ham. You ready for me to big you up?
Sure. I gotta move my line out the way.
Okay.
I am.
Opposite way. Opposite way.
Okay.
I can't see that good.
I can't.
Forwarding. Come up, go the other way. Other way. Other way.
Which
Whatever
way?
way you moving, go the opposite way. Wrong way. Yes, ma'am. Keep going. Yeah. But put it in front of you and down.
Maybe I need to do this.
Yeah. Okay. Howarding. There we go.
Yes.
The act of arrogantly, obnoxiously, and braggadociously walking around with your head held high, knowing that what?
Knowing that
Nobody does it better than you. All right, honey.
That's for the goddess of the coins.
Yes. All right, and my shirt is very simple, unfuckwittable.
Oh Lord Jesus.
Why you saying like that?
The tomfoolery.
I am unfuckwittable.
Uh-huh.
Because if you fuck with me, it's over.
I think I need to keep it like this.
Yeah, one way or the other. So
why is your square bigger than mine?
Because because of the way your camera's turned. You have the space, but it's the way your camera's turned.
It's still just showing that little piece.
If you turn your camera the other way, it'll expand.
Oh.
See? Damn.
Okay, my bad. Carry on.
What you trying to act like I was being Beyonce today because I got the hair?
Yeah, I was like, oh, so that's what you're doing? Let me put my locks back in. Now you see
Beyonce. We were gonna give FloydGod a few moments to jump on. We'll see if he does. But anyway, I am Keely, the Soul Snatching Goddess.
And I am Melinda, the FACKTgoddess. F.A.C.K.T. We want to thank you for joining us tonight, and we want you to like, share, and subscribe, and bang on the notification bell so that when we have new episodes, you will be notified.
All right. So if FloydGod jumps on, we will bring him on. But tonight's episode is sex on the first date or not. So how do you feel about sex on the first date?
I mean, this is such a, I guess, layered topic because it depends on, like, that's my phrase for this topic. You have sex on the first date. Well, it depends upon the two individuals. Okay. And by that I mean you have those that can handle sex on the first date, and if it never happens again, they can move on accordingly. But then you have those who cannot handle sex on the first date, and they want more, or feelings get involved, or just in general, the connection or relationship or whatever was present before you got physical is altered because one or both of the people get in their feelings. So that's why I say it depends on. And then there can even be individuals, like I would say from a female perspective, there could be a man that you know you can sleep with and keep it moving, but you just want to sleep with him. You just want to see what it's like. You can think that, and then when it happens, it's like 50-50. You might get a little feelings involved, or you might be able just to keep it moving, like, yeah, that was good. You know what I'm saying?
So for me, I look at it as a little bit different, because for me, it don't matter whether it's feelings getting involved or not. It's just whether or not I'm gonna get some on this first date or no. Not even if feelings come from it or whatever, like thinking outside of even that. Just if I agree with saying okay on the first date, or if it's never, I ain't gonna never have sex on the first date. And for me, that ain't true, because if I want it, I want it. And I know I want it. You know you want it if you want it. So let's do what we do.
Yeah, but that still depends on, because
it really is. It depends on, because like if we're dating and we're getting to know each other, I don't know if I want to have sex on the first date with you, because I don't know how far I wanted to carry. And if we do have sex on the first date and we continue dating, then are you expecting for us to have sex every time we see each other going forward as we're getting to know each other?
Right. Depends on. And then sometimes people think that the other person is in the same headspace, and they're not. So you both agree, or you know, the presumption is we're talking about grown folks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you both are like, yeah, let's do this, thinking that the other one is in the same headspace as you are. And then it's that after where you like, oh, well, one might be like, oh, well, I was just going to move on like business as usual. And then the other one be like, oh, but I thought we was going to start hanging out, going out to eat. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's not, even though it may not be geared towards a relationship, I think that, like FloydGod be saying, that's when the conversation needs to be had so things don't go awry. And that's more like a preliminary conversation. It ain't a quarterly. It's a preliminary conversation.
That's the before it happened type conversation.
Yeah.
And we have a quick comment.
Hey,
Mike, how you doing?
What's your thoughts on it, Mike? Sex on the first date or not?
Yeah, what you doing? You giving up the D, or you holding the D? We're gonna wait on that comment.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said he good. He's smoking.
Oh Lord.
He said giving the D later. So he's holding the D. But where does she want it?
Oh, what does she want it?
What if she after you and she want that D? You saying you're not gonna give it up? I don't believe it.
I don't either.
Yeah. Women can be persuasive when we want what we want.
Absolutely.
Put a little something in your ear, a little something on your neck.
Brand new flavor for your ear.
But yeah, so I think maybe if I'm trying to really get to know a person, unless I'm just really hot in the ass at that point, and it's like such a magnetic something, I don't think I'm gonna go into it that way. But now some dudes, when they take you to dinner, they expect it for you to give it up on the first date, depending on where they took you.
Well, it could be McDonald's and they still want it.
Okay, we got FloydGod. He's here. Let's bring him on. Hey, sir.
Hello, world.
Let me change up this how he's sitting? There we go. That's the
Come on,
better.
hello world.
Ah.
How you say that? Hello world.
Normally I'd be like, hello world. Today it's hello world.
Oh, today it's serious.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm looking a little bit unkempt. My birthday Wednesday. I've been on vacation for 2 days, and I ain't done shit. I was at
You
the dollar
already
store.
got a message coming on.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going down? Hello. Right on. The brothers checking in. See, the brothers checking in.
Oh, well, that brother said the topic is sex on the first date or not. And so that brother, Mr. Big Mike, said he ain't giving it up on the first date.
And he said he don't. He don't give it to her.
Oh, he under the Bryson Tiller Act. Don't. What's going on? Don't give it up on the first night so cold. Well, I'm gonna say this.
You always just say
it. It depends on what's going on. Like
you might say that.
Because you might meet it. I mean, to me, you might meet one of them dynamic motherfuckers. You know what I mean? And you might have just had a great night. You know what I mean? And it just happened like that. They don't even ask you for a nightcap. You just try to make sure you got a cap.
Oh, wait a minute. We got a wait a minute.
OMG.
You know what? You made me think of a song.
Oh, Lord.
Remember that song by Black Jesus? I'm trying to kick it tonight. Oh, baby, tell me what that thing smell like. Y'all remember that?
No, I don't.
The group was called Black Jesus.
You know, you made me watch that video. That was ridiculous.
I'm trying to kick it tonight.
It was ridiculous, Melinda.
But you know what, though? I agree with him on that. Because you might, and it'd be the car test. If you had to go pick them up, when the girl get in and get out the car, that air, that whirlwind of air that happened.
I didn't know y'all do none of that. That's crazy.
Shit.
If you look,
real gentleman. I done been on dates because I'm a gentleman. So I pull the chair, you know what I mean? And I'm standing behind you on the etiquette side, right? So I pull the chair behind you for you to sit down. Well, as you come down, there's going to be air that's going to come adrift. It's either going to be perfume or perdoom.
Perdoom?
You feel what I'm saying? Because if that ass ain't right, it's gonna take flight when they come on down.
And you know what? I will agree with you on that.
Did he say perdoom?
Yeah. And he's right. You think it's right, but it's left.
Oh my God.
I feel that though. But I mean, that go without saying, because women do the same thing. They want to make sure we smelling right and all of that. But on the men's side of the game, when you dealing with a woman, we do be checking for that shit. Feet, the back of their neck, all that. How you walking, if you got heels on, let a motherfucker see you stumble real quick with them heels on. Barefoot motherfucker. I know what time it is.
What does that mean?
It's the same way as like women like to see a well-groomed guy. You know how women have y'all have y'all preferences. Those be some of our preferences. I can't speak for all men.
I'm just saying, but she might.
I didn't know y'all was checking no back of necks and all that stuff. God damn.
Okay, I need some
clarity.
Yes, some clarity.
He
said they be wanting to smell our nuts.
That's right. They want to sniff the nut because they be checking when we get in and out the car too to see if your nut game is on point. Mother be having salty balls and shit.
And if you got on some nice smelling man ass cologne, because I hugged a dude one time and he smelled like a little ass boy, and I was like, "What the fuck is this? I can't do this. I need you to smell like a grown ass man with some cologne."
But we ain't. I don't know how you smelling for nuts through the jeans. I don't know.
Let me tell you something. You got some raunchy motherfuckers out here that don't know how to wash their nuts.
Because when a man or a woman is not I'm sorry.
No, it's all good.
I'm laughing because y'all know how I am about words. I might start this back up. I used to have something called the wall of shame. And when somebody would say something that was grammatically incorrect, I would put what they said, the date, and what the real definition and word is, and I would put it on a sticky note and put it on my wall. What? So my cousin said, he ain't got good hygienical genes. And I said,
no. Not hygienical.
So that's why I got so tickled just then, because I was getting ready to say, you know, it's obvious when a man or a woman has bad hygiene, and hygienical genes just went in my head. That's why I started that. I think I'm gonna start that wall back up. Yeah, I think this was years ago. This probably was like about 15 years ago. Swear to God. She said hygienical genes. And I said, what are you talking about? What you mean? She's like, you know, when somebody smell bad. No.
Oh,
that's
bad smelling women have Medussy. Right? When women smell bad, we call them Medussy. When a brother smell bad, it's just reckless nuts. You just got some reckless ass nuts. Yeah. Sour ball ass niggas. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Now, I mean, now I'm gonna throw this out here, because there's always gonna be a man that's listening to the show that may not necessarily know how to partaketh in maintaining his nut sacketh.
Okay.
So if you got
Shakespeare.
If you have hairy nutters, then you get you some. It's a company called BO. You know what I'm saying, that they use in the hospital, little shaver. You can shave your nuts with that, or you got a special pair of clippers. You raise the blade up, shave your nuts real quick. I'm just saying, ain't no motherfucker plucking their nuts. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I understand. Listen, I ain't got none of them, so I can't tell nobody.
I'm just breaking down for the brother. Got to shave the hair out, right? And then you wash them over. You gotta scrub them over.
What if they don't want to shave the hair off the pubic hair?
Then you better scrub them motherfuckers. But hair bring forth a lot of sweat.
Yes, and hold that funk in. Hold that funk.
If you a hairy motherfucker, like that should be, you go work out an 8-hour day. You know what I'm saying? Hair generates sweat and heat. You take the motherfucking drawers off, the motherfucker be like, whoa.
Yes. But now, if you going on a date, I would hope that you had prepped them nuts before you came.
Well, always.
Because you don't never know what's going to happen.
Well, I always try to keep my nut maintenance up.
That's nice. That's what
my sack maintenance.
Yeah,
sack maintenance.
Wow,
that's what should happen.
It's just personal hygiene, though.
I mean, hey, I learn something new every day.
But getting back to this sex on the first date, let me go here. If you, it used to be a time, all of us, we over 40, right? So we grew up.
Whoa.
He said he boils his nuts. What? Oh my God. People, I am so sorry. This episode is not about technical.
Nothing has went awry. Nothing has went awry. We're just making sure that we're giving the right information to the guys.
Yeah. Yes. Ooh.
So look. Excuse me right quick. There might be someone coming to Mr. Floyd's neighborhood.
Oh, shit.
What is going on in the middle of the podcast?
I'm so sorry. I'm taking a podcast, so thank you so much. All right, you got a great evening. All right, thanks.
He said Mr. Floyd's neighborhood.
What is we gonna do tonight?
All I can do is keep apologizing to the people. I'm sorry, people. And it was a woman, so that just didn't even sound right.
That was
we know food delivery. We knew
it was food delivery, but
we know she wasn't delivering nothing else.
DoorDash ain't delivering no ass.
You never know. You know.
You know what? I know some
dudes
who done topped the DoorDash girl. I think that's some wild shit. But a big ass bug just flew in this motherfucker. So if you see me being like on some Matrix shit,
We know what had happened.
Right. So anyway, I'm sorry to get off subject. I was just trying to be funny. But if the night is going well and it just happened, you just let it happen. I don't think you know how no more. We grew up thinking that was wrong. You supposed to be courting and shit. That shit over with. And half them old motherfuckers from the 50s and 60s who was courting and shit ended up cheating on their wives. That's why they was sleeping in twin beds and shit, just staying together for the kids and shit.
We have not researched these. This is opinion, everyone. These are not
just keep. I mean, there's a lot of them old couples that really, they was fucking up. So I'm just saying, my point is, I don't think nothing wrong with sex on the first date. If it happened, it happened. Just protect yourself. You know what I'm saying? Right, love condoms. You know what I'm saying? If you're allergic to latex, they got the sheepskin. They kind of thin, but it'll get you in. So,
Be careful, though, because they break easy.
Oh, yeah, they break now. You can't be stroking. You can't, you got the pretty fuck when you got them on. You got to be like, oh, yeah, okay. You got a pretty fuck. You can't be beating those shit up. You know what I'm saying? The sheepskin rubber.
Again, audience, apologize.
Oh, it's an adult show. It's after 9. It's okay. But I think sex on the first date is cool. I just think what gets fucked up is after the fact.
Mike, all facts.
All facts. Right on. Yeah. I'm trying to think if I ever had sex on the first date. I ain't never been on a lot of dates in my life, though, to be honest with you. But I have been on dates. Yeah, I've been on a couple of dates and it ended up, getting a little poop.
Now that you think about it, huh?
Yeah, I done had a little poo on the first due.
Uh-huh.
Cool, So my relationship started like that.
Yeah. I agree with that. Because I don't mind if it's right. But piss and popcorn, sure know wasn't nothing going down.
Yeah, you got to be careful these days too. That's why it's important to be protected too. Because a lot of these cats be, they be, for lack of a better word, they be fucking up pussy pool. I'm not what nobody do it behind closed doors. You know what I'm talking about.
If you don't wash your hands, you ain't wash your dick.
There you go. And that's very true. Nobody want no sour ball ass nigga banging up against their poop.
Here we go with the nuts and the balls again.
Hey, it's just part of the anatomy.
Sorry.
You can't discuss sex without the JJ and ball sex.
Wait. What Keya said is, what dick and ball.
Well, I will say this as well. This again, folks, this is my opinion. This is nothing that's been researched. But
we have that disclaimer in our little comment thing, girl. Don't worry about it. You all good.
Well, everybody reading fundamental and everyone doesn't do it. But anyway, I think that in the time in which we live now, there's not a lot of traditional dating that goes on, and there is a lot of hookups in comparison to how it was back in the day. I think back in the day, people made it more of an effort to try to date.
They were hooking up back in the days in the backwoods, fucking all type of shit.
No, I'm not saying people weren't hooking up back in the day, but there was still more. There's more dating. Like you would hear people say, "I'm going on a date. I met such and such. We're going on a date. We're going to the movie. We're going out to eat." And if you think about it, I rarely hear that now. It's like everything is such a microwave society. People go to the dating sites online, and then even though it's called a dating site, it's usually a hookup.
But like, hello.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I want to date though.
I do too. I think it's a great thing, but I still think that people more often than not, talk on the phone or text, and then when they meet up the first time, even if it's in date format, their intention is to have sex.
Me too. I like hooking up.
You say he's good at that.
On the dating side though, the dating will change. I agree with you, FACKTgoddess. Dating the kind of change because with the introduction of technology, things are personable. People don't know how to carry on conversations. No. Everybody want to take pictures of their fucking food. I hate that shit. If I'm on a date and we're ordering our food, I don't give a fuck how much you like and you think it's pretty. Motherfucker, don't put that shit on Instagram. God damn, eat the shit. Well, before we had cell phones, we had motherfucking memories. Use that shit. God damn. I want to take pictures of every motherfucking thing. You want to take pictures when we go in the room and fuck too? God damn. Take that shit. You know, it's just different. But I miss a traditional day, you know, where you don't have no phone. Y'all take a walk or something in the park. Go get something to eat. Go get some ice cream. You have intelligent conversation. You know what I'm saying? You might tip off, get a couple of pecks in. But the world ain't like that no more. We a now society. We want it now. Bang, 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 bang. You know.
Yeah, I mean, it could be. It's just you have to enact the change that you want. So if you want to date, then make yourself a date person.
It's hard these days because you see how
It
you
is.
on them dating sites, you be like, hello, my name's John. And the next thing be motherfucker whole vagina. Then they tell you their name.
Listen,
Just, hi, my name is...
listen, I done got a video call on Facebook. I didn't know this person, like it was because it was on my business page.
Mm-hmm.
So I was accepting people. It ain't got to be somebody I know because I'm trying to build my business. I get a video call. The first message he sent was about business shit.
Right. That was an overlay for the other play.
Then I got a video call, and I'm like, a video call? Because, you know, on Facebook, you can video call. You don't got to know their phone number.
On Facebook.
And I answer it. It's a whole dick being played with. I'm like, oh, this is what we doing?
It's going to be the swing line like that and think that's going to sway your opinion. I wonder what's going on in guys' minds when they just be like, I'm going to beat my rooster and let her see it. Hopefully that'll make her like me.
Well, you know, a petty motherfucker like me, I'll be like, do you want me to screenshot this and put you on Front Street? Because I didn't ask for this.
That's some weird stuff. I never understood why people do that. Why masturbating doesn't excite me. I'm not in on it, so why would that excite me?
Nothing. I guess nothing. That's why a dude was like, do you want a picture of my dick? For what? What am I going to do with a picture?
Now
I can't jump on that motherfucker, can't suck it, can't do nothing with it. What am I going to do with a picture of your dick?
You beating your rooster off on the video now, then threw up. You got a mess all on your hands, and the girl still at the crib.
This is the thing. So, you know, I'm such an asshole. I'm sitting there. I said nothing. So he was like, do you like that? And I was like, do I like what? And he was like, what you see? I was like, it's really not doing anything for me. Wow. I hope you're having fun.
Look.
And so then I don't know what ended up happening, but he finished on himself. And then he was like, bloop, and just hung up. And I was like, so I just was in on it to watch. That's all we did was a watch fest.
He was like, look, did you like that?
He never turned the camera around, so I never saw no face. All I see was dick being played with. I'm like, wow, what did I do for this glorious thing today?
Some of these brothers' dicks need to get restraining orders against their hands.
Man, because he was being raped on camera.
I never understood that. Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry. Look, I apologize, everybody. I know y'all see me eating. I'm a fat motherfucker. I haven't ate all day. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Y'all didn't see my post. I put up my future husband got to be an FA like me because I woke up at like 3 a.m. eating some guac. And I was like, he just need to be like, babe, that look good. Let me get some.
I seen that. Yeah. I'm with that. I get up in the middle of the night and eat shit. I got these.
I don't need you to talk about me and my fat ass ways. Join in.
FACKTgoddess. So as far as the having sex on the first date, you agree saying that you think it's a situational thing, eh?
That's what you said.
Yeah, when we first started before you came on, that's why I said that exact same thing. I was telling the Soul Snatching Goddess, I was like, well, it depends on. I said, because it depends upon who the two people are. It depends upon what their headspace is. I said a lot of times with anything we do, we think that we have the same thought process and we really don't. I said, so two people can easily agree to have sex on the first date, but their afterthoughts are different. And that's where the problems come in.
Let me ask you this. If you ever been, what do you do after you have sex on the first date? After your moment, do you cuddle? But because you just met them, can you really cuddle, or do you just be like, that was
And
kind
see,
of
that's
good.
another depends on.
Would you like a
It
sandwich?
depends on the feeling, because I might feel
Yes.
comfortable with you, or I might be like, all right.
I'm gonna hand you a towel first and foremost. I'm gonna hand you a towel. You understand what I'm saying? You
Well,
go to the bathroom,
Yeah.
But
Well, it ain't no if you
or you
need
can
to go
do
to the
it,
bathroom.
or you can do it.
well, I mean that's true too. That's true. You can wipe it too.
That's all on how that feeling afterward is.
See what
Because
I'm
if
saying?
it's
It
I
depends
got in,
on.
got out.
That could lead to round 2, but it still don't change the fact after it's all done, what do? You just met them, so you can't really cuddle. Do you give them a sandwich? Do you say thanks?
You can, depending on.
Be like, good job.
And that might happen. Y'all might have several sessions on that first time, and then get cleaned up, put your clothes on, and watch a movie, or go out and walk at the park. It just, again, it depends on the two people.
That's true.
Yeah.
True.
Because she may want to cuddle, or he may want to cuddle, and the other one does not. Like, whoa, wait a minute. We just said we were going to have sex.
I don't know. If we're not going to do it a second time, it's going to be kind of hard for me to sit there and mosquito them and just be holding the motherfucker, be all sticky and shit.
I just meant after the cleanup. I didn't.
Oh, aren't we so glad to have her back? Because she's such a voice of reason for us.
Because y'all are off the meter.
What? We're just being, look, we're living in our truths.
Clearly. And I am clear about that.
I told somebody the other day, I don't know if we be able to use this. I said, you keep fucking with all them goddamn ships, your ass gonna sink. I'm just random shit. I mean, we are on the GoddeSShips podcast. So.
Yes, we are.
Oh my God.
Around all them ships, you gonna sink.
Well, no, you ain't gonna sink. You just move to the next ship.
Wait, and I thought he said if you keep messing around with all them ships, you gonna stink. I didn't even know.
Well, if you keep letting them ships go in your ass, you might stink. Can't be letting all them niggas bust off in, you're gonna stink. You fuck up the pH balance and shit.
Whoa.
You know what? I was just reading some shit too that if you don't take care of yourself, like as a guy, and you shoot, you throw up in, or let me stop being so raunchy, and you shoot your love magic inside of the woman, it can cause her to smell because it throw her pH off because your shit ain't right. That's why you're supposed to eat like fruits and berries and water and shit. Like it's a whole preparation for sex.
Pineapples.
But pineapples work too. A little spicy sometimes. A little spicy on the come out.
Oh, I don't want no spicy on the come out.
I'm just talking shit. What in the hell? I just be talking sometimes. I don't pay me no attention.
No.
I'm just glad to be here.
You do some pineapples. It'll do wonders.
Oh, I do pineapples.
Especially if she swallows.
I drink
Wait a minute.
smoothies.
What is... Oh.
I'm like, they like blueberries. I know.
Oh my God. Oh.
I'm just talking. We glad to have you back, P.I.M.P. Goddess. You acting like you all innocent.
I am. I don't know.
Oh my God, P.I.M.P. Goddess, stop it! You just got. I ain't forgot that episode. You was talking about the brother brought you breakfast in bed and shit. You ain't tell us what happened before that shit.
Bring her back.
Was you sticky when he brought you your breakfast? Had you wiped yourself before you had that breakfast? Don't be trying to see. We know P.I.M.P.
That wasn't a one night. That wasn't a. Well, I guess that was sex on the first date, but it was planned. It was, it was an agenda.
Okay, that's fine. But we have since left the topic of sex on the first date, as that has gone awry. We are now talking about after sex and all that. While you sitting here,
no, I'm trying to bring us back to what we're supposed to be talking
right. You trying to deflect, F.A.C.K.Goddess. I'm saying when you had breakfast in bed, were you sticky?
Huh? Wait, what?
Nothing. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gone.
But you did a whole
I was
Okay.
talking when you asked the question. What'd you say?
Right on. I was just saying, were you sticky?
It wasn't dry.
Well, I don't know what you heard about me.
Hey.
I can't
That's
stand
your
Floyd God.
motherfucking PIMP.
Always try to bring him out of the conversation. That don't got nothing to do with nothing.
That's all right. We grown. Look here.
That's all right. You came on the board.
Ladies and gentlemen of the GoddeSShips world, we have not been on the show together in quite some time. We are all just glad to be here. So if you have boarded this ship, you might get wet.
OMG.
Water. Because the waves ride high. That's why.
You might be riding high on the
wave. And in the word of Jasmine Sullivan, take this water and hydrate, bitch.
Yeah. Oh, I can't even say it no more.
We are glad to be here. Lord have mercy. Hey, I just want to send a shout out real quick if y'all don't mind. We got a brother in my hometown of Chicago. I'm sorry.
Oh, I didn't know who you were going to shout out. I had to prepare myself when you do something random.
We have a guy in Chicago. We call him Tupac because he looked like a low budget Tupac. You know, they was trying to say he was dead and all that. I still don't know the whole story on, but shouts out to Tupac. Shouts out to everybody in my neighborhood. Eberhard Road, 79th, 71st. Just everybody I know. I just want to say shouts out to y'all. I love y'all. And that's it. I just want to send some love out to my city. The people that's in it. Shouts out down. 10 toes down. Lord.
All right now. Represent.
I said he
loves home.
Chicago. He got to shout him out. I knew that's what was going to be something to do with
this
Chicago.
Cat I know named Marlon Mitchell. He a comedian. He owned a club in Chicago called Francis. His birthday was the 15th. They did like a shindig. I wish I was there. Francis is on 75th. It's real fun to be at, you know. Everybody funny and shit. It's great. Anyway, that's all I just want to say. Just want to show some love.
You sure that's it?
That's how they do it.
Not quite it, but it's okay. We're going to let you have it. That was close enough. That was great.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck that was. I did.
I don't either.
It was a something. But we knew what you meant. We knew where your heart was.
Fuck, was that double crip?
Like you're doing up crip signs.
How y'all be doing that love shit?
Check that out. It's like this.
Gotta have little fingers.
Oh, I'm lost, man. This was the O in
you making a circle and balls and all kinds of stuff. That's not what it is.
My hand's too big. That a bitch.
Yeah, but it's okay. We knew where your heart was. We knew what you was going for.
We appreciate your thought.
Yes.
Huh? We appreciate the thought.
All of that. Well, so I know that my ship that this is based off of, that was the first night. It wasn't really a date. It was a something. But that was first night.
The sexual rendezvous.
Yes.
A lot of people be talking about they going on dates, but they both be knowing in the back of their mind, this ain't nothing but a sexual rendezvous. Go get something to eat. Go to the house, you might eat again, depending on the type of freak he is, you know.
Well, that's a mandatory.
I don't know now.
For me.
You know what? I'm going to tell you something. I ain't putting my lips on no foreign coochie lips fresh out the gate like that. And I don't expect no woman to do that to me either. We can just, grab and stab. Oh my God, did I just say grab and stab?
Yeah, that's what you said. You said it.
That is mad niggerish. That was so niggerish. I don't recommend people do oral sex on the first date. I don't recommend that at all.
It depends on the person.
I mean, if you got a dental dam.
And there's protection for that.
Right, the dental dam. I know you use the dental dam and all that, but it's just like crabs. Crabs, the condom ain't nothing but a bridge for crabs. They just walk on across that motherfucker. Hut, 1, 2, 3, burn your shit. Hut, 2, 3.
I'm gonna need you to have inspected because you can see some crabs.
You
They
can?
move.
You can
They
see
move.
crabs?
Yes, them motherfuckers move.
You can pick them off.
Stop it. Are you serious?
Listen, my
Listen
grandma.
here. I don't know shit about no crenels except for the ones you cook.
My grandma Evie is what we called her. Some people say Evie, but we say Evie. Mm. And her sister, my Aunt Dolores, God rest their souls. They had a brother, God rest his soul. And they said back in the day, he was a player from the Himalayas. And they said back in the day, he would sit. I mean, I don't know if y'all know. I'm sure y'all know this. But back in the day, those type of STDs were so common because nobody was doing a lot of protecting and controlling.
I could dig it.
Especially crabs, from what I heard. So they said he was sitting under a tree because my grandma told me the story first, and I was like, "Grandma, you got to be kidding."
This about to be some bullshit.
He was sitting under a tree with his hands in his pants, and he kept picking something and flicking it. And they say he was picking crabs off of his pubic hairs and flicking it.
This nigga gone fishing down the slacks.
Because they said we had to be careful. Like, and again, back in the day, they didn't have the
Red X and all that stuff.
And they didn't have, like, when you go in the bathrooms, how they have the toilet paper seats and the
wait, so they get on the toilet seat and come holler at you on the runaround?
Oh yeah.
Listen, I'm about to be 45, but I was not well versed in the crab thing. I did not know you could see them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Because I would hear women say, you don't necessarily have to get crabs from sex. And I'm like, but it's an STD. And they like, nah, because if you go behind somebody that didn't use the bathroom or whatever, and
like
you go
bed bugs and shit.
Well, toilet bugs, I guess you could say.
So you telling me you can have crabs? You gonna look down at your rooster or your vajayjay, and the motherfucker sitting there looking at you going meow 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 meow.
It's in the hairs moving
because they get in the pubic hair.
Yeah, and they multiply.
So it ain't even about your skin, from what I've heard. It's not about your skin; it's about your pubic hairs.
Yeah.
So when a man and a woman are having sex, the crabs transfer from one set of pubic hairs to the other.
Just walk across that condom bridge, huh?
Or when you do that little bump, they're jumping on. They jumping
over like, yeah.
They jumping ship.
Hey, Dave Chappelle did some shit about STDs. He's like, and pinch your nuts. I did not know all that about them. I didn't know you could see them motherfuckers. That is horrible.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is fucked up. You sitting there got some live shit on your ass.
But they they say they look like little mini crabs.
And they move.
Crabs in the ocean.
I would set my whole roost on fire if I had some shit like that going on. I wouldn't give a fuck. It'd be a hot dog around that motherfucker. I set that motherfucker on fire. See,
you have a crab ball
around my pubes.
Oh,
you have a crab ball.
A seafood ball, crab ball, ball, rooster ball, and a crab ball.
Oh my goodness!
Ain't that a bitch? You look down at your shit, and this motherfucker's talking about Henny. Hell no, I would set that motherfucker on fire. It's
somebody
day.
Who is that?
Dr. Email Sutton. That's Dre. That's my homeboy Dre. That's another brother. He's a good brother, man. That's my boy Dre. Yeah, what up, Dre? What's up? Brothers checking in.
Yes, y'all are
today. Side of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would set my shit on
fire. He would have been my great uncle had I met him. But yeah, they say he used to just sit. And that was another thing that I had heard. That was another old wives' tale I had heard, that you can't sit in the grass behind somebody that has it because they will crawl. Like if you at a picnic or something and sit in the grass, I guess they'll come on up in you out of the grass.
Well, I ain't know nothing about that now. That's a new one. I ain't heard that.
That's why I would. That's a damn shame. Crabs ain't no joke now.
No, they're not.
I would fucking blow myself up. I swear to God. I couldn't imagine no shit like that. Cause I'm already a hairy motherfucker, so I itch anyway. You know what I'm saying? I had to go scrub. You know, I'm a big nigga too, so I tried to get. You know, I still my shit. But then you telling me these motherfuckers like and you get to pick these motherfuckers off like lint. Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no way. I'm setting myself ablaze, dude. I'm already burning. I'm already burning.
I don't even know. We were at work, and I don't even know how we got on this damn conversation.
Crabs.
About crabs. And this girl was telling us about, she was dating this boy, she was young, and he had given her crabs, and she didn't know what to do. So she had let it go, and like I said, they multiply. So she had let it go for a while, and then somebody ended up telling her what to go get. And so she said, exactly. And she said when she got in the shower, by the time she had let it go so long, she was like, that little comb that's in the thing, she was like, if she was combing through her pubic hairs, they was just falling off in the shower. I was like, what the fuck?
My God.
Them motherfuckers caught up in the comb teeth like this.
Oh, wait a minute. You sound like they use a comb like they do for lice in people's heads.
Yes.
What?
And then, or they tell you to just shave all your pubic hairs off.
Oh,
but don't the crab eat the follicle?
You still have to do the cream, but they suggest that you shave it all off.
But don't the crab eat the follicle and not the hair, right?
I don't really know if they're eating
anything. They're just hanging out.
Yeah, and multiplying on you.
So they some nasty VD ass motherfuckers on top of that shit. They just all up in your monkey just hanging, fuck it.
Yeah.
Make a hit.
Yep.
I would set my rooster a fucking blaze. Be like,
you gonna kill yourself about it, Floyd?
Huh?
You gonna kill yourself about it?
I'm already burning. Might as well burn on, goddamn it. Keep the fire going, goddamn it. Shit. Fuck. Because if you get crabs, God done already sent you a message. You're going to hell any motherfucking way. You got crabs like that. That ain't nothing but God. If you got a crab, that's a damn shame. I would set my ass ablaze. Fuck that.
Oh my God.
Like Richard Pryor when he was freebasing, ablaze.
Oh,
or Michael Jackson in the Pepsi commercial.
Whatever. Hot ass.
Too soon.
What's that Coca-Cola commercial? I like to burn the crabs off me, get them off my NUTs. I'm tired of scratching like a dope because I have crabbies. Now my nuts are 60. Bullshit, man.
He just made a whole commercial about burning himself with a lighter because he already burning with crabs.
That's why I need to see a therapist. I need to see a therapist. I think something ain't right.
God.
I know nothing's right. You made it that quick.
Wow.
You made it that quick.
Thank you for the confirmation.
You use the lighter and rock back and forth with a tune and everything about some crabs.
Yeah.
Lord help him.
God help us.
Oh.
God help.
We were supposed to be talking about sex on the first date. Yes,
we was talking about sex on the first date, and now we at the part where it might end up at.
What the repercussions might be.
The consequences and repercussions when shit goes awry from fucking on the fly with the wrong girl or guy, and your nuts is itching and you asking why.
Okay,
oh my God.
I got a question.
Yes.
What's the difference between sex on the first date and a one-night stand?
It's a big difference with that.
What is it?
That because
I ain't gonna never see your ass again, and
that's robo fucking. That's just a one night stand. That's robo fucking. It's like I'm out,
gone.
But that could be the same thing for the first date.
No, because see, in the first date, you done put shit in. You might have you put in time with the date. Y'all might have went somewhere, walked some motherfucking where. You might have paid for some shit, one of them motherfucking things. Whereas a one night stand, it's like, you know what? I wouldn't mind fucking you. I wouldn't mind fucking you. You got a fat ass. You know what? Let's just fuck.
Come on, let's get it.
And that's it.
Well, my one night stands were like dates.
Well, then they wasn't one night stands.
Your ass do everything so
they
different.
were just
You know, you
first
get
dates
flued
that
out
went
and
awry.
shit.
Huh?
They were
You
just
get
first
flued
dates
out
that
and
went
shit.
awry. They wasn't one night stands.
They weren't dates. It wasn't planned.
But y'all went out and did shit, right?
That's why I said my one night stands are like dates.
They were dates. Because a one night stand all the time don't involve no monies.
What? I understand that, but I'm saying there may not be a difference. Is my point.
So okay, so
sometimes synonymous.
So sometimes the difference is the planning of it, because on a one night stand, you know that's what you're going for. Like I'm coming for the date.
Okay, so let me give you a scenario of what I'm talking about. So like I went to a party and it was I think it was somebody's birthday. I can't remember. But you know, it was a mixed crowd. There were people that were there from in town and from out of town. So, you know, I got a weakness for chocolate, candy, and men. So there was this chocolate brother there from Detroit, and him and his crew were like, you know, everybody was eyeballing somebody. And, you know, it was kind of like it was understood, but not even discussed.
Was known or had to be said.
But like we enjoyed ourselves at the party. We had like a conversation afterward. We were like, we had some drinks, and you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like just a one night stand. So that's why
marinating the
but it was.
He's marinating it.
I ain't even explaining anything with FloydGod because he's gonna take it somewhere else.
I'm just saying, it's the guy's perspective. I'm just, you know, he's marinating.
Yes. So anyway, it wasn't like a what you say, robo type situation.
Robo fucking.
Yeah, I've never had that.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I've had one night stands like this. So let me just throw this out. And this is way back many moons ago. So whatever.
You always gotta put that disclaimer on there. That happened yesterday.
Cause you know people be wilding out. So look, I've been in situations where I might have met a motherfucker. We was all kicking it, like on the block or some shit, and they might have been there to be with somebody else, and then we dip off and fuck. Like so when
then they go back to be with whoever that was going.
Yeah. So like okay, so I'm from a block called Eberhard, right? Shout out to Eberhard 076. Anyway, so we done that
point. We're not gonna keep shooting out Eberhard.
Hey, don't be hating on my city. Anyway, so look here.
On the podcast.
Okay, podcast shout out.
Somebody else from Eberhard, please come on here and shout back out to his ass so he won't keep calling y'all every week.
Ooh, I girl, she put the girl and trick girl. Girl. But look, so we used to hang out on this block called Eberhard, and there was this dude, our homie named Bodine, right? And we call him Bodine. And his house was like
give factual names.
Oh, he don't give a fuck. So we talk about this.
Because Bodine ain't his real name.
No, that's not his real name. This is what we call him. So his house was like the house
from Eberhard know who Bodine is.
People from Eberhard, yeah, from the hood. We know it. We know. But if you're from the hood, you already know what I'm getting ready to say. You see what I'm saying?
That mean the rest of the world should know the name.
We good. Trust me. So look, so we all kicking it, right? So it was. Now I'm about to get inconspicuous. So it was some girls that had came through. They was hanging out. You know what I'm saying? They was supposed to be hanging out with certain people. You know what I'm saying? They like everybody was kind of spoken for. Me, I was the lone wolf, you know.
I'm sure.
So it was this dude. Well, let me leave that alone. And I'm just saying, so over the night we was kicking it, and this person kept looking at me a certain way, and I was looking back at the motherfucker. And you know, the eyes tell everything. And next thing I know, we was in somebody's backyard who stayed on the block. We was standing up, and you know, we just let that shit happen.
Wow.
And then after it was done, we went back and kicked it.
Wow.
Oh my God.
And that was it.
She was gonna have to do some personal hygiene whenever she got to wherever she was going with whoever
because back then I was young, so I knew that motherfucker was leaking and tweaking. Goddamn it, leaking and tweaking. But I've been in situations where I met somebody and it just went down, and we ain't never see each other no more.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. I understand. She don't understand. I understand.
I was 19 years old. I think I was 19. And this lady I knew, she was messing with this old dude in my grandma's building, right? On the trick off side, right? But dude couldn't get his rooster up. So she see the young virile brother like me. I'm 19, you know what I'm saying? So she came and knocked on the door.
Hey, young man.
We slept together for like the majority of the day. I didn't see her no more after that. But the memories have stayed with me for a lifetime.
Yeah, she like come and knock this hip back into place.
Hey, I done had a lot of older women get me though. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is, but I guess they like, your grandma thinks I'm hot. Yeah. But yeah, so I done had some one-nighters in my youth. You know, I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes you pay for it.
I like I said, I feel you. I understand. It's the fat goddess that is all extra love.
I just don't understand how the PIMP goddess is so confused.
I'm not confused.
We didn't say you were confused. We just said you do all the extras for your love.
Yeah, she was like, I've never done anything like that. Everything like that, you know, like just wine and dine.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, that's what it's been.
Hey, you know, I get it.
Sometimes I be on this show.
Wrong with it.
Sometimes I be on this show and I just feel like a fucking deviant. The stories I be telling sometimes. It be the truth. But you know, when you look back on the shit, you be like, you are fucked up, dog. Like, you had some fuck. You're really a raunchy motherfucker. Damn. Well, you know, in the words of Suge Avery, even sinners have song too. So we talking about sex on the first night. What else we talking about tonight? Because we have, that has gone awry.
Listen, we done went to whole somewhere else's.
Well, y'all get on the ship. You never know where it's gonna sail you to.
Oh, Lord.
You can sail anywhere on GoddeSShips. It's a plethora of destinations.
Well, I don't have a I love you, but I did look up some facts. So I can share those and we can comment on them or not. It doesn't matter. Okay. Like you said, this shit just taking a course of its own.
It's gone somewhere.
Excuse me. Let me go back to my source. Men's Health did a study in March of 2020. And it was, should you have sex on the first date? We're settling the age-old question once and for all. And March 4th, 2020, in case somebody wants to go back and fact check.
And what they said?
They said, excuse me. Let me get to it. Here is the hell yes, you should have sex on the first date. And these are the whys. 1, it helps to establish whether you have chemistry.
Because that shit might not be no good.
It says more often than not, it takes time to figure out if another person is the right one for you. But every once in a while, you meet someone and you just know. It says, if you really like someone, you shouldn't let outdated dating rules get in the way of that. If a guy/girl doesn't call the guy/girl after a first date that ended with sex, it wasn't because of the sex.
That's just because they just wanted to do it. Because they just wanted to do it and they never had an intention of dating your ass in the first place.
If I had sex with somebody on the first night and that shit was good, I'm coming back. If that shit was whack, I'm done.
So,
that's the truth.
Another person said, I've had 3-year plus relationships and they all started with sex on the first date. He was a 38-year-old man. He said, the way I look at it is if you lust after somebody that you don't know terribly well, it can still be a damn good start to a long-standing relationship. And I think it alleviates a lot of pressure.
You don't know nobody's personality when you first meet them. All you see is their body and their face. So there's an element of lust, or what's the other word besides lust? Like, there's an element of superficialness, shallowness there. You don't understand their personality until you start talking to them. And they agent be with them for the first 3 fucking months, so you gotta wait for that shit.
And so the second reason was you get to have sex. Like why you should.
See?
It says if it feels good, right, and there is enthusiastic and very clear consent, it's kind of hard to find a downside. It says if you both are attracted to each other, why fight that or put off pleasure? And if you're not as into them afterwards, you only expedited the inevitable end. Waiting to get intimate wouldn't have changed your lack of interest following sex.
Well, there is a downside. If you've been a motherfucker over and something dropped down longer than yours, that might be a downside.
That's a real downside.
Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
So the second response was, maybe you shouldn't have sex on the first date. Here's the reason why. One, you might lead the other person on. If both partners are looking to have fun, hook up, and part ways, then that's one thing. But if she's looking for something serious and you're not, or vice versa, then that's another story altogether. Your partner's post-sex expectations can be painful if both parties aren't on the same page.
Fuck, is he Dr. Phil? The fuck out of here. Look, let me tell you something.
That's another depends on, though.
I bet you was a white guy. I bet you was a white guy.
It depends on. That falls into the depends on.
I feel that, but ultimately, like, let's be real though. Like, ultimately, it really situational. Most people want to have sex. People be thinking about sex when they first meet somebody. It's all about your morals and values.
If you have the want to have sex with this person initially. You may not act on it, but you know if you want to. But when they were saying about a relationship can happen from it, because my marriage was awful.
That's why I'm saying, look, you gotta get to know him.
It was a first night and then some, though. That was a little weird, but it was okay. It worked out in the end.
So another guy commented and said, if things are getting hot and heavy and it starts to look like first date sex is in the cards, you need to ensure you guys are both on the same page. That can be as simple as saying, hey, I'm down with this if you are, but I just want to be clear that I'm not looking for anything serious right now.
Now look.
He said, you're not a jerk for being honest, and it can mitigate the risk of hurt feelings later on down the road. You definitely don't want to hook up with her and then tell her you're not looking for a serious relationship. That's a jerk.
Come on with it.
That is the precursor to the quarterly conversation. That is the precursor to the quarterly conversation of a bubble ship.
No, of a sex ship.
You know what I'm saying? We still on the ship?
Ship, right.
Sex ship, all right.
Didn't I say that earlier?
She did.
Yeah, that's the precursor right there.
I said, now this is not about a quarterly. I said, this is a preliminary conversation.
But at what point do you have that conversation? Are you like, I don't know. I just want you to know that this ain't, we just doing something.
That's the wrong time. It's too late then. You're already in.
He just said it. You literally have to be like, okay, I know we both feeling this, but I ain't looking for a relationship. So are you still cool with us doing this?
It sounds very after school specialist.
No, it doesn't. That sounds very real.
Listen, at the end of the day, I need to know what your intentions are.
Yeah, because you know if you
like sex. Ain't no fucking talk after. I might not want to see you after.
So then another comment was, another reason not to was you might do something you're uncomfortable with, particularly if you've been drinking.
Uncomfortable with?
Like, and I'm gonna keep reading. I'm just telling you these.
Okay, yeah.
It says there's a stereotype that all guys are interested in having sex with all women all the time. But there are many legitimate reasons why you might not want to have sex on the first date. Maybe you're not attracted to the person, or maybe you have a history of unsatisfying one-night stands and you want to reverse the pattern. Whatever the reason, if adrenaline and alcohol are flowing, that ups the risk of you doing something you might later regret.
Well, I am a proud retired member of the Henny Dick Gang, 1993 to 2017, and I have never, ever in my life been inebriated and regretted anything I've done sexually.
That's why I was like, I'm confused.
But I get what he's saying though. Like they're speaking from a feelings perspective. Like, you know, you get drunk and you might do something and the other person, you know, you might regret it, I guess. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm just thinking, you know, it depends on the person. It's situational.
Right. And so the third reason that came from their research is first date sex can be pretty terrible.
Now, because you don't necessarily know the person, y'all don't know what the other person likes, how they, you know, some people like to be choked a little
Certain
bit.
things is universal, unless you meet them weird motherfuckers and talking about, I'm not vaginally stimulated. Well, let me kick you in your chest, bitch, and see if you stimulate off that. I had a motherfucker tell me that I'm not vaginally stimulated. I just like it in my ass. Well, guess what? I'm not butt fucking, so we burn up around this motherfucker.
It says, even if you're super attracted to your date, the sex still might not be great simply because you don't know what they like in bed. If this happens, you might be more likely to write the other person off or have your partner write you off, when in truth, all you guys really needed was more practice.
Well, I would debate that, because I would say some people like to talk during sex. And you might be one of them for, like, you know, if you know how to play your cards right, you know, do you girl, you like the you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a way to do shit. Because there's certain things sexually that's universal. I'm sure 99.44% of the women in the world like clitoral stimulation, however that comes across. You dig what I'm saying? 99.44% of the women in the world like to be caressed and touched in a certain way, held with knowing that they being held in strong arms. These are universal things that turn women on. So the awkwardness, I'd have to debate him on that one. I just think he ain't got a lot of poo-poo.
Wait a minute. And another dude said, if the chemistry is right and it feels special enough that it doesn't feel like a first date, then the sex can be terrific. He said, but if you're both bombed in a crowded club and nodding even when you can't hear her, just to keep her happy enough to drop her pants later, when it probably won't be very good. Then it probably won't be very good. You probably won't even remember her name.
It depends on what type of sick, freaky motherfucker that you are. That depends. Because I'm not gonna say no names, but I'm just saying we've been in a situation
like, did you hear what she said? Yeah.
Don't matter. I ain't gonna see her face later anyway. All I'm seeing is the back of her head.
So the last thing they said was, so what's the ultimate takeaway on sex after a first date? It depends. The key is to remember the importance of honest communication, both with your date and with yourself. If it feels right and if you're open and truthful about what you're looking for, then go for it. If not, then there's no harm in waiting. And remember, outdated societal norms should not influence your decision one way or the other.
Yeah, I guess I partially agree with it was a article. Yeah, but
it looks like most of the men were in their 30s or like upper 30s, lower 40s.
Okay.
No white guys.
But
so
yeah,
I'm gonna do one more thing, because there's a women's health one too that did the same thing.
Okay, go ahead. I'm just
because I want to hear the difference.
Because we can compare and contrast.
Because because they be trying to act like we be so emotional. I used to be the hit them and quit them motherfucker back in my day, baby. Yeah. I don't give no fucks about you.
And quit them?
Hit them and quit them and move on to the next. I got a team and you on rotation. It's not your day.
Okay, so this one is called, and just even to let you know the contrast in the picture, the man one had a man with a drink and a woman, and they were in a social setting and they were talking.
Okay. They probably on the couch, cuddle up, huh?
So on the women, this is Women's Health. This article was done August of 2019.
Okay.
And it's pre-pandemic dating.
and it's called Everything You Need to Know About Having Sex on the First Date. Now, the picture for this is a bed, and the woman. Wait, is it? Okay, yeah. It's a bed, and the woman is gripping the sheet. All you can see is her hands gripping the sheet. And you can see that a man is clearly on top of her because his hands are over hers, and he's gripping her hand.
Oh,
so they letting you know from the picture what y'all be on out the gate. They know what they be doing.
So there says, let's get one thing straight right now. If you want to have sex on the first date, you have every right to finish your, what's that
It's one of these
wine
women's
called?
empowerment articles.
That's spelled P-I-N-O-T.
Pinot.
Say it again.
Pinot Grigio.
Okay.
Oh,
they
Pinot.
said, so it says, let's get one thing straight right now. If you want to have sex on the first date, you have every right to finish your Pinot and do the damn thing.
Finish your Pinot and go ride on a Pinot.
It says, unless you've made the personal choice to hold out until you hit a specific dating milestone, maybe you've heard of the 3-day rule, and the person writing the article said rolls eyes. For your own reasons, you're under no obligation to keep your sexuality on the lockdown.
What's the difference in 72 hours?
But many women these days refrain from first date sex to avoid being tainted. It's an awful word and promotes an antiquated societal pressure that somehow still, how they want to know what question marks and exclamation marks still exist in 2019.
That's some bullshit.
So she ain't playing with y'all.
We know she ain't playing. She already got the nigga up in on the sheet.
So I'm not gonna read the rest of it. I'm gonna go to the points that were made.
It's already up in her. At least we had a drink. We was contemplating. She already in it.
It says you should first want to figure out what's making you question having first date sex. Is it religion, family expectations, experiences such as being slut shamed?
Who's gonna slut shame you unless you tell on yourself? Or unless you're in a roommate situation and them motherfuckers looking at you go out in the morning with your panties in one hand and your shoes in the other. Like, who's slut shaming you?
Does everybody be talking about Jesus though? Jesus got all the women on. He the slut. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry. Carry on.
That's okay. And it says those are just 3 of the many influences that inform the way you think about your sexual self.
That's deep.
Oftentimes, people just stumble their way into their sexual lives without taking note of attitudes they've adopted along the way.
Stumble on the day.
In fact, people rarely consider their personal guidelines for sex. Instead, you might consider yourself adventurous in bed or consider intimacy sacred without ever considering the why behind it.
Jesus.
And doing so is crucial to understanding why old school ideals might be clashing with your modern ones.
Old school ideas gonna keep your ass dry.
And they say self-awareness is the key. I know it sounds weird, but taking a moment to ask yourself a few questions before going on dates can help you figure out your true feelings about whether you want sex to be a part of them.
So, are we going on a date tonight? Are you horny? Would you
like
to have some sex?
Why are you playing? These are the 3 things it says to ask yourself. 1, what are my beliefs about sex?
I want to fuck. That's what I believe.
2, which factors influence those beliefs? My family, my friends, past experiences,
wetness.
3, what personal guidelines have I set for my own sexuality?
Wear rubber.
It says,
I'm sorry. I was answering the questions as you
I know. It says these questions aren't supposed to be easy to answer, but once you do, maybe even with the help of a sex therapist, you'll be able to tune into the impressions.
What's this, the Susan B. Anthony Weekly around this motherfucker?
That have made on your sex life, so you can separate your own fact from fiction.
She's reading from the Ida B. Wells Weekly. A weekly periodical.
That's doing a lot.
So I'm not gonna read the other detailed things. I just thought that was funny. It says if anything is going to stop you, it should be how well or not well you know someone. It says the first date sex can be a bit unpredictable. Since this is a new person, you're getting to explore a body you've never experienced this kind of intimacy with, which is incredibly exciting. That can make the sex extra amazing, thrilling, and gratifying. But on the flip side, the first date sex can also flop. It says though the conversation at dinner may have turned you on, their performance in bed might not be what you hope for.
I like the way you lick those scallions, baby. Maybe you'll lick my scallions.
It just says they're getting to explore a new body too, and they may not know how to work yours yet.
When you was reading that, you know what was going through my mind?
What?
The movie Looking for Mr. Goodbar.
I haven't seen it.
It's about this it came out like the 70s, very promiscuous woman. You know, she was Coco. And she was dating, just fucking, just free fucking. And one of them fucks got her stuck at the end. He killed that ass.
Killed her?
Yeah, he killed her. Looking for Mr. Goodbar. You should check it out. It's good. It's like the Caucasian version of She's Gotta Have It with a murder.
Another point they made is the sex might close out the courtship or start it.
Yeah, because if it ain't no good, it didn't close that shit out. You're done.
It says what happens after sex on the first date can go one of a few ways. What would you get ready to say, Keely?
Close it out. Close out the account.
Shut that motherfucker down. Shut it down.
How do you quit sex?
You say, listen. No, you say, stop and get the fuck up. What are you doing? Like, this is fucked up. I'm finna go.
They got a video meme about that with a girl like, get your ass up.
Listen, y'all, I used to be really, really bad because I was horrible. Like,
was.
Yes, was. I'm good now. I'm better now. Anyway, so this dude, right? I felt so bad because I went and picked him up and I brought him to me. I let him put his face into place, eat at the Y. And then when it was our first encounter, and I didn't realize that his penis was like a pencil, like small. And so after I realized it, I was like, oh, I got to go. I'm going to take you and drop you off. Thanks for all that you did. We got to go.
What? When you said face in the place, are you talking about cunnilingus?
Oh, yes. I let him eat at the Y.
He gonna choke. He's gonna choke.
Hold on, I'm sorry. Wait. Man, I am not gonna ever forget that shit. She said she made the nigga eat at the Y. At the Y.
I'm just saying.
That was pretty fucking funny. That shit was funny to the motherfucker. And said the nigga had a number 2 pencil dick, so she sent him on his way. This nigga had a glazed mouth. He had to go home with a wet ass mouth and a dry rooster. That's fucked up. Thank you for eating at the Y. Would you like a receipt? Wow, y'all is bad. Y'all talking about the guys. You women are something else.
I said I used to be bad. I've gotten better. I did, because now I know how to. Cold-blooded. to determine the size before anything happens, so I don't have to embarrass you like that. I just don't go there.
Wow.
I've gotten better. I can eyeball that shit.
Well, I thought I was teaching around here. I done learned quite a few things tonight. Eating at the Y. Number 2 pencil.
Yeah, that was,
PIMP Goddess on her late night rendezvous. Talking about she innocent when she wasn't doing nothing but pimping it. Well, I don't know if that's what it was because he You thought because you talked soft when you said that shit, it was gonna sound all right. Now, pimp. Well, he made me breakfast. And
yeah.
With them roses.
Yeah.
Ooh, we have went quite a long time tonight, y'all. We really, really, really have.
Oh shit.
It's okay. We ain't got no time frame.
Well, you know what? We've been all gone so long.
So long.
We're giving the people what they want.
Oh, that's what it is.
That's what it is. Fellas,
okay,
fellas.
Let me finish the women real quick before you start going on another tangent.
Okay.
It just says what can happen. The points they made about it can close out the courtship or start it. Is your date might consider the entire date, sex included, a one-time thing. The best way to avoid this is to chat about what they're looking for ahead of time. You might want sex. I'm sorry, they might want sex with you again, but pass on the dinner and drinks next time. That's a good indication that they view your connection as more of a physical one than an emotional one. And it's up to you whether or not you feel the same.
I spent over $20. I bet you're supposed to.
Oh my. I just say that about McDonald's meals.
I don't eat McDonald's.
If what?
If he spent $20, which is like a McDonald's date. Remember we was talking about that earlier?
Yeah.
How men wanted. I said they wanted if they take you to McDonald's. Unless you taking them somewhere where it's 2 for $20. Then it wouldn't be McDonald's. She is pissed. She said another shitty possibility. If they're harboring sexist views about women and sexuality, they might not consider you a potential partner anymore because you were willing to be sexual early on.
Oh, this is Wells Weekly.
This is a disgusting double standard and a sure sign that your date is trash and not worth your time. My condolences.
Trash ass niggas.
Just because they want to fuck? Just because they want to fuck?
My condolences.
Tell them with they trashy ass.
She's angry. She's probably one of those women who's wondering, why would anybody want to fuck me?
No, that's not.
No, she said that that's a fucked up view for them to have.
Yeah.
But I mean, most people...
And it is a double standard because men feel like they can do whatever they want to sexually most of the time. But the woman has to uphold a certain feminine, pure quality.
The whole lady in the street and freak in the sheet.
No.
They don't want you to put your freak out there.
Well, maybe there's a percentage of brothers who feel like that. But I must say, I don't feel like that. Now, yeah, I would like my lady to be a freak in the sheets, but we could be some freaks in the streets too. I don't give a fuck. It's a lot of men that aren't traditionalists like that. You know what I'm saying? So there are a lot of guys. I think I speak for a vast majority of guys who these days, brothers get tired of always being, for lack of a better word, the aggressor. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I think it should be. I don't want to be aggressive. Like I want to be aggressive. Oh God damn!
Right, but I think sometimes
I don't want to be the predator.
Well, I think now, because I guess we all trying to explore our sensitive sides now and shit. You know the way the world going. What?
I said what?
No, I just mean in general as a society. I know a lot of brothers. I have conversations with brothers. I know a lot of brothers who would really like for every now and then for that lady to be like, you know, grab that motherfucker, throw it in the mouth or something, or, you know, do
Now
some picking shit.
is that considered aggressive?
I think aggressive is the wrong word that I'm using. I don't want to use the
Okay.
word aggressive. Let me just say, I think sometimes
They want
guys
them
will
to initiate. Is that what you mean?
initiate, take the lead
Yeah.
sometimes. Because
Yeah.
sometimes brothers be wanting to feel that too. Because I know
Yeah.
when I've been in relationships, I wanted my lady, you know, come take this motherfucker, you know, fuck it.
But you're talking about in a relationship. We're talking about a one night. We're talking about the first time date.
Oh, I don't care about that either too. First time date, she want to get freaky. She want to let me know what she want to do. That's going to turn me on too. Girl, you want to do what?
But some people do still believe if you give it up to me on the first date, you'll give it up to anybody on the first date. So you can't ever be my woman.
Well, that's just their hang up then, FACKTgoddess.
I'm just saying, some people think that.
No, you're exactly right though. Some people do feel like that, but I think we live in a world now where that's not always the case.
I would agree with that.
A lot of the time, people are more open and free, so those things don't apply. The traditionalist ways of old are dying out with the people. You know what I'm saying? I think that goes into your religious beliefs and all of that stuff. You know, people are more free now. Like, you know.
I get it. I understand.
But if I was still in that world, I did enjoy the moments where the woman was, you know, like, hey, come here, you know, some shit like that.
Like, so the verbal part, because I'm a flirty talker, I don't mind that part, but I'm still not gonna be the physical aggressor though.
But look, talking shit is cool too. Like if you're like for most men, if a woman just talk a certain way, like if she talks, for lack of a better word, I'm using the word aggressively, or if she speaks aggressively, meaning like if she say, you know, come here, give me some, come here, give it to me, baby. Yeah. That'd be enough for a brother, because brothers' dicks get hard when the wind blow. Like, you know what I'm saying? So for a woman to say something, that's like, oh shit, yeah. Like that's the ultimate turn on for a guy when a woman is like, yes. Because that let a dude know, like, okay, then this motherfucker want to do, you know. So yeah. You don't always want to initiate all the time. It's nice to come in the house, your lady butt naked. You know what I'm saying? You come in, she just
walk by you and kind of grab your dick a little bit.
Or if right, yeah. Or like if you let's get back to the topic. Like if it's a one night, a date, a first date or something, and y'all go to dinner or something like that, and y'all walking in the park or something, and she just grab your rooster. You know, and whatever happened. I think that shit is awesome. Because you let me know what you want. You let me know what type of person you is, and I appreciate you for that.
I don't think I'm gonna grab a penis just on the first date. I'm not gonna grab your penis. I might do the little rub the back of your neck type thing or some other little nice light touch. But I'm not finna just put no whole handful of. I mean,
damn cats.
You don't understand. See, you ain't never experienced the rub down to the back of the head of the neck. No, you ain't. No, you ain't. If it didn't turn you the fuck on, because she didn't know what she was doing. She didn't know what she was doing.
Rub my rooster.
Okay, and then the next point is sex on the first date. On the other hand, can indeed evolve into a romantic relationship.
Yeah.
Sex can give you a good sense for whether you and your date are a good match. The men also said that on the men's health theme. And sure, similar outlooks in life and mutual respect are major too, but considering your sexual compatibility and openness towards sex in general can and should weigh into that as well.
Very important. That's very important, because you can love somebody all day, but if y'all fucking ain't good, it's like, what are we doing here?
And then she got medical on us. She said, for many people, having sex can lead to emotional feelings. Women release, I don't know what this is, OXYTOCIN.
Oxycontin?
No. Acetylcholine.
Acetylcholine.
And after sleeping with someone, that's what women release. Which makes them feel more bonded to their partner. Men release testosterone, which makes them want to hunt. If you're a solid match in other ways, there's no reason they won't want to hunt with you.
Or hunt in you.
And the main thing is, don't forget to protect yourself. Just as much as you want to take precautions to protect your heart in dating, you need to protect your health too. That means what? Love condoms.
Love condoms. Dental dams. All kinds of things.
Yes.
Just gonna wrap myself in saran wrap.
Oh, you're gonna be like Jamie Foxx, gotta poke the hole in yourself. I can't breathe.
I'm so done right now.
Ooh, Lord have mercy.
Ooh, yeah.
I think even in the response, I think even though it was women's health and men's health, I think the woman was emotional.
Yes.
Yeah, it was real Carl Thomas. It was very Carl Thomas.
Yeah.
Look at me, I can't stop crying.
So in loving condoms, if a woman had condoms for you, would you take it?
Let me explain.
Or do you have your own?
I'm probably the wrong ninja to ask that to, because I was a victim of tomfoolery on the latexery. One thing I always teach: never accept a condom from a woman. I don't give a fuck if it's Mary fucking Magdalene. You better tell her to put that shit back. You don't never take a condom from a woman. And a woman should never take a condom from a man. You need to bring your own shit. We live in a very different world now. So now, if a woman had condoms for me, I'd be like, that's nice. But I think I'm going to stop over here to Habib and them and grab me one of these goddamn magnums for the doctor.
But what if you having your own condom results in the same thing that a woman might do to a condom for a man? Because either one of you can poke a hole in it.
Well, I mean, that's true too. But I'm just saying, like, what if we get...
I'm just saying, you're saying a woman shouldn't accept a condom for a man, so y'all gonna...
And vice versa.
And so y'all gonna reach an impasse. Like, well, I use yours.
No, we gonna drive together.
Oh, okay.
To the gas station. Or to the Walgreens. Or to the CVS. And we gonna get us some rubbers.
So if you was in it was unexpected and you in the heat of passion and you ain't got one, and she like, I got some in the closet, let me go grab one, here you go. You're not gonna take it? You're gonna say, let's put our clothes back on or stop whatever we doing and let's go to the Walgreens or the CVS or Habib and get one and then come back and try to pick this up?
I'm gonna fill the sink up with water and I'm gonna put them rubbers in there. And if I see a bloop, 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 I'm gonna boop, boop, boop.
Oh my goodness, he's gonna boop, boop, boop.
So wait a minute. So are you saying you're gonna take the condom out of the wrapper and put it in water? You just gonna put the pack on in some water?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because in order for
because if there's a hole in it, it'll bubble.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
Oh wow! I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna buy some.
Try it.
A hole in it.
Poke a hole in that motherfucker, going bloop, bloop, bloop. Because that's what your skeet gonna do if you use it. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Leak.
That is interesting.
Yeah. Hey, take it from me. I know, man. I've had people poke holes in my rubbers for many moons. I had to carry my own.
I've had a dude told me he did that before.
That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit.
Real bullshit.
That's like rape.
That's why I have my own.
That's spermal rape. Spermal rape. Y'all can add that to the Shiptionary. Spermal rape. Sperm abduction.
Oh my. All right. And then with that note, I'm done.
You're acting all innocent, PIMP goddess, but we know.
I don't know why you keep saying that.
Because we know.
Yeah.
No.
We know.
Which know?
We know that you the PIMP goddess. We know what
I am not. And stop saying that every episode.
I can't help but tell the truth.
And Keely, stop egging them on and ribbing them like you do.
Listen, all I do is look at what's laid out, the facts.
Okay.
F.A.C.K.T.
I have not named one fact for him to call me the pimp goddess.
Flued out?
Several times. Several times. Let me
That
say
does
it like
not
a
have
motherfucker.
anything
Let me
to
say
do
it
with
like I'm
being
from
a pimp.
Baltimore. Let me say it like I'm from Baltimore. Flew that. Flew that. Flew that.
You see that back there?
Girl, stop it. That's craziness.
Pimping all over the world.
We're over our time.
No, we're not. You just got through saying 30 minutes ago we ain't got nothing but time. The fancy cars. The breakfast.
Bring her back again. Bring her back yet
all over the
again.
world.
Our
That's why
time
you
is
got all the
in.
frequent flyer miles. That's why you got all the frequent flyer miles.
She paid for a ticket since 1986.
Oh,
look here,
my
only motherfucker I know can book a ticket. What's today's date? The 16th, 17th? Melinda can book a ticket. Melinda can book a ticket and fly out tomorrow for $25. Frequent round trip. Round trip. Got them frequent flyer miles, and that's an F.A.C.K.T. if you demand a little clarity on that.
Get her. Get her.
He is lying. Do not listen to FloydGod. He is a liar.
I ain't forgot. Y'all can go look at the old episodes and see for yourself. It's on video.
What's on video?
Out.
You letting the world know that the F.A.C.K.T is really P.I.M.P.
That is so nuts. You said that. I did not say that.
You ain't have to say it. If it's the truth, it's the truth. It don't matter who mouth it come out of.
It's not the truth. Those are not F.A.C.K.Ts at all.
If you watching, you already know what it is. You put in the comments. Is she a PIMP?
No.
You heard about me.
A resounding no.
But I'm a motherfucking PIMP. You motherfuckers better learn you can't see. We spell it MELINDA.
Come on with this ending of this episode, because this is gone.
No. You weren't trying to end when you was reading all them women's facts from the Susan B. Anthony periodical. Women's Weekly Digest around this motherfucker.
Yes,
Feminism
baby.
Facts every weekly. You was reading that shit. You weren't trying to stop
I read
the
men's health first. I read the men's health facts first.
Oh, that's right. But you weren't trying to end nothing in. But now we want to talk about some FACKT around this motherfucker. How you been getting FLEWED around this motherfucker?
I am not a subtopic of this episode.
Oh, okay. Okay. She said, let's be clear. Let's be clear. We're going to be clear.
Now, if y'all want to talk about that, then you need to have an episode called Pimp Chip.
Oh.
We do. It's the episode where you talked about getting flued out, fam. We already got that. Pimp
audience,
Chip.
I apologize. I'm so sorry.
Don't apologize for who you are. You are unapologetic.
I'm apologizing for you being crazy, not me.
I probably need to go back and change this episode name to After Dog on the GoddeSShips, because this shit then went everywhere.
On the back deck of the GoddeSShip.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, but we really have gone for an hour and 40 minutes, y'all.
But that's
so we're going to conclude. Huh?
That's okay.
You got some more to talk about?
I could talk all motherfucking night. I just don't know if it might be PC.
No, we ain't really. Before we get to un-PC,
did I tell y'all the story about when I was young with the little person?
This show for the evening.
Yes.
We want to thank you for joining us as we do our best to give you the content you deserve. Feel free to keep the conversation going below. If you ain't say anything.
Don't forget to eat at the Y.
It's quite tasty.
Oh my gosh. We need to delete this.
Eat at the Y, nigga. At the Y.
Please do read the comments. we respond. Again, thank you for watching. If you have not, make sure to thumbs up this video, share, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, subscribe, and click the notification bell. We will see you next week on GoddeSShips, because every ship matters.
I thought Melinda was gonna say it.
No, I'm the ending. So you got all that mouth and can't even remember your small part.
I had some bullshit on my mind. What is it now? All ships ain't the same.
So we're going to start that again. We're going to go on. See you next week on GoddeSShips, because every ship matters.
And all ships ain't the same.
And life is lived on ships.
Brother, shave your nuts.
Oh my gosh. Just throw it all out. The whole episode. Throw it out. Throw it out.
Good night, y'all.
Good night.